There have been a hell of a lot of video game remakes recently. Here are some of the more notable ones since the dawn of this generation in 2013. Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Medieval, Metro 2033 Redux, Oddworld New and Tasty, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition, Shadow of the Colossus, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Yakuza Kiwami 2. Those are just the main ones I could remember off the top of my head, and I haven't included remasters and ports. So, why so many remakes? Perhaps nostalgia. Have you ever enjoyed a moment or an event or a person, a food or drink and wanted to relive it? Have you ever wanted to experience it again? That's nostalgia. Simply put, people like going back and playing games from their past, usually their much doted upon and missed childhood. Remaking video games from a bygone era is in a way a chance to divulge into your nostalgia. It's also a way for the video game developers and publishers to exploit your feelings. But let's not get into that. With nostalgia though comes memories, and often those memories aren't as accurate as we'd like them to be. Have you ever remembered something only to later find out it didn't actually happen the way your memory says it did? Sure you have. That's because memory is weird, and it happens with video games too. With video games, we remember images, sounds, sequences, and most importantly, having a good time. Only when we go back to play those games again, they haven't exactly aged well. Maybe it's the visual things, the games simply don't look good alongside modern games, or maybe it's more of a control and feel things. The games don't play as well as we remembered because gaming has evolved and learned from past video games. That means a video game remake is more of an opportunity. A video game remake is a chance at revitalization. A video game remake can exploit our memories of a game and make the new version the idealized version of said game. The version of the game we remember playing rather than the actual version we did play. Of course, this could backfire, and the remake could totally miss the mark. With nostalgia and legacy comes another opportunity, one that focuses on paying respect and homage. A game could get the remake treatment because it's such an iconic or significant piece of art that needs to be treated as such. And what better way to do that than remake it and show it off in all of its glory for modern audiences using modern tech and capabilities. Plus, some older games simply aren't easy to play anymore. I mean that in multiple ways. Some games cannot be played on modern consoles or platforms, so the only way to play them is to pull out the dust-covered relic of a console, hope it still works, clean the disc of scratches or the cartridge of dirt, and pray it all works out. It's rather inconvenient. A remake makes it much easier and much more accessible. Looking at things from a developer viewpoint, there are a few more reasons to remake a game. Firstly, money. A popular or well-liked or admired game from the past probably has an audience. So if you can remake that game, you're pretty much guaranteed to make some money from them. It could be a cash grab, one requiring very little thinking or pre-production. It's also less risky than putting a bag of cash in the hands of a developer and telling them to come up with something totally new that audiences have never seen or heard of before and hoping it'll be a success. Because I hate to say it, but people don't always like new things. Sometimes the old things are way more comfortable and fulfilling. Remaking a game could revitalize a franchise, giving it new life and energy, getting into more eyes and hands, introducing it to a new audience, who perhaps weren't even around when the original came out. That makes me feel old and sad. So there are a lot of reasons to remake a game. Some are warm, fuzzy and happy, others are cold, corporate and more capitalistic. Regardless, video game remakes have proven to be successful in recent years, so expect to see more of them in the future. If the production of Final Fantasy VII's remake is anything to go by, we're talking a long time into the future. We'll finally have a full remake of that game in time for the PS8. I'm just sitting here waiting on my remake of Metal Gear Solid, Def Jam Fight for New York and Mass Effect 1 and 2. They have to happen someday, right? Right? Well, I've been Grant Burton. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Grant Burton, or most importantly, subscribe to my channel to get more content like this. Until next time though, keep on gaming.